Buddy, my name is Davi Santos. I play the Gold Ranger in Power Rangers Dino Charge. For one.
For one. Yeah, guys, give it up! Give it up! So, yeah, Power Rangers. So, how's it feel to be a Power Ranger? I've always wanted to ask that question. Being a Power Ranger is my dream. It still is my dream. I'm a demigod, but there's only so much I can do. So, give us some experience with morphing.
Well, you know how like when they first ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? When you're like 10 or 9 or something, and you're like, well, you know, I want to be a Power Ranger. And then afterwards you're like, well, maybe I want to be like a singer. And then it gets more and more like, by the end of it, you're like, I want to be an accountant for Wells Fargo. So it was kind of nuts to like get the job and then be like, whoa, we're going back to square one, but in like this great way, because that was totally like the top of my list.
So do you sing? You mentioned something about singing, so do you sing?
Yeah, actually, I just did this musical theater workshop in New York City, where I just flew from, and it was like for Salome. And if anyone knows, it's the one who like chopped off John the Baptist's head, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it was like this contemporary musical theater piece. But yeah, I was raised doing musical theater in school in New York, and whenever I get the chance, I love to do it.
What inspired you to pursue, acting and being, in the Power Rangers world and everything else? Like you said, you grew up for musical theater. Was there like a certain type of push for that or anything?
It's sad whenever schools don't have arts programs. Whether it's like drawing or theater. But my elementary school, which was a normal school in Queens, they just had a drama program, and we did a play, and I thought it was so cool. And then my parents discovered a performing arts middle school in Times Square, so I auditioned, got in, and then like my schoolmates were all like doing Broadway shows, and I was like, whoa, this is amazing, it's a potential career. So I started studying for it.
That's really awesome. That's really awesome.
Usually these questions are like, oh, I don't want to say anything like negative about the show on camera. But like, to be honest, because we can be honest here, can't we? It's like the first year. Anyway, look, basically, if the show is union, I think, and probably like the actors would probably get like a cut of the toys. So everyone on every single one of the 1,000 Rangers, it's like as big as the Saudi royal family, let's be honest, would probably be like really, really wealthy. It's not like that, but I think it still gives tremendous opportunities, both as an actor and as a human, 8 months living in New Zealand, shooting this fantastic show, working with amazing people, and still moving up in the ladder, it was a wonderful opportunity. So even though it'd be great for it to have like opened up even more doors, or like bought me even like, a car, a house, and everything, it still gave me an opportunity to level up in my life, you know what I mean?
So it's kind of a give and take.
Exactly. So in other words, it comes down to, well, it's non-union. You could say, well, it's non-union, I'm not gonna take this if it's offered to you, or you're gonna say, well, fine, I'll take it, you know what I mean?
Plus, not to mention, now that with Power Rangers being as big as it is, it may be non-union, but you're pretty much set for life at cons.
Yeah, and of course a lot of actors are like, oh, I don't want to do cons forever, but at the same time, I think right when you finish the show, there's a couple of years where it's the first time you get to meet people who love the show as much as you do and who are involved, so I think it's actually a lovely opportunity in spite of being non-union.
That's a good answer.
So on that aspect, could you tell us about the audition, the way you got your role as a Power Ranger? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
So, in Hollywood, I don't mind unless you feel like you're.
Oh no, like by all means,
you know, if you no. I feel kind of like bizarre. This gigantic hook is on my lap. It's all good. It's all good. It's lucky. And oh yeah, in New Zealand, this is actually part of New Zealand culture as well. That the fish hook brings luck, right?
That brings
as
luck
well as
and
safety in voyages.
That also goes for the Chamorro culture that I'm also in. I actually just showed them my my hook on my back. So yeah.
Really? What hook?
Did yours?
The giant That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, luck and fortune. Yeah.
Luck and fortune. I feel it. Ryan, who plays Heckle, the villain on our show, he gifted me the little because you're not supposed to get it for yourself. It's also one of it.
It's given. It's a like passing, or someone makes something for you.
Yeah.
To wish you your great fortune and luck.
So have that. Like to share this with you guys? Oh, we are. We're sharing it.
Everybody Jackson, don't worry.
Everybody.